Welcome back. In this video, I'm diving right into an adventure as I explore this stunning canyon over the next 2 days. This place is not just about its majestic beauty, it is also home to some amazing ancestral Puebloan ruins. These ruins tell a story of ancient cultures, their lives, and their connection to this land. I've heard so much about them, and today I'll be uncovering some of the best sights I've ever encountered. So join me as we embark on this trek into the canyon, where we'll seek to uncover the hidden secrets and incredible history that reside within its ancient walls. All right, welcome back, guys. It's been a rough start for me today. Woke up to my truck's battery being dead, which wasn't very fun. But that's just how it is when you're out here exploring. Not everything can go perfect. Not everything can go exactly according to plan. Going into a canyon today that I know has some pretty cool ruins, and we're going to see some pretty cool stuff. So come along. Hopefully I can get there and see all of it in time. Should be a good video. Let's get right into it. Well, I'm like 15 minutes into the hike and I'm already finding artifacts. I found a mono, which is a stone. You can see this side is more curvy. And then this side is completely flat and smooth. Oh, right here. I found it right here in this hole. It was in the road. This is a dirt road I'm walking down. So we're going to get this up and out of the road. Put this over here. Leave everything you find. Someday someone else will find that and they're going to think it's really amazing. See that little notch right there? It's way cool. Yeah, found it right here. Right as I turned the camera on. That's perfect timing. Leave everything you find. Getting our first looks into the canyon that we're going into. This is a big canyon. That's for sure. Alright guys, just made it into the canyon. Working my way over to the ruins now. Got in right up here behind those trees. Slinked on in here. There should be some ruins up underneath this ledge over here. And then there's a bunch more across the canyon if I can get to them, but they seem pretty far. But we're going to see as much as we can today and have a good time. Just wanted to say, thanks for coming with me. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. All right, let's get right into it. Oh, wow, look at this. Drop right into it. Whoa, yo, there's a lot here. Holy moly. I'm sure this whole thing was sealed up at once. You can see remnants of a wall right here. All the little stones they would use. You see that mortar is just melting right out of it. These things won't stay forever. Look at that. Look at that, guys. The door is still intact. That's actually really cool. I think that's the first time I found a door still intact. I'm not going to open it. There isn't going to be anything in there. You can see even this little crack would have let rodents in and they would have got to that corn or whatever was in there long ago. But that's still really cool. This is a really well preserved ruin. You can really see exactly what it would have looked like. They just would have sealed all this all around the door with mortar. And I mean, probably back there would have all been mortar. All right, next. Well, there's a nice piece of pottery, some corrugated pottery. I mean, this was clearly, yeah, because it goes up. You can see all the remnants of the mortar up there. So yeah, this probably would have been another little granary right here. That looks like it was probably some kind of tool, whether that been an axe or maybe it was tilling up dirt. So that's really cool. Yeah, they used a lot of little rocks. You can see a little Moki step right here. I'm surprised they didn't have more. I've seen places that have way too many. Almost like it makes me think they were either having kids come in there or elderly. Just trying to take my time, get good angles. Wow, that door is still intact. Look, that's the top corner. Came off right here. It just lays right there. I'd hold it up, but it's not worth even risking damaging these. But this is pretty much what the inside of the other one would have looked like if I opened that door. It'd just be the same thing. What do you think these little shelves were for? Look at that one back there too. I wonder what those are for. Huh. There's a wooden pole sticking out over here. Maybe right here-ish. I wonder if that would have come across, maybe? And there would have been a second story to this, like a two-story granary. It's hard to tell. But that's cool. Door number 2 in place, intact. Although it's like, there's a piece broken off, but it's right there. Whoa. Check that out, guys. Holy moly. That is intricate. It's right there. That's amazing. Look at the curvature on that, too. Wow. Man. The American Southwest just never ceases to amaze me. I see crazier, wilder things every time. I'm gonna tuck that back there and see if we can let it live a little longer. Oh. Ooh, right here. I just noticed. That's a grinding slick right there. So this door's gone. I would assume, yeah, it would have been right here, and it would have been square, sealed in. See, there's never anything really like left in here. I wonder, this had to have been a structure. That's the door for this one right here. See, nothing left in there, guys. Wood still intact. You can tell right here, that was a wall. Don't know, I honestly don't know what was going on right here. It's hard to tell. Yeah, but this is the door. Oh, you can see like debitage from flint knapping, making stone tools. Covers this area. Just keeps going. Whoa. All right. We're setting records today. Oh my. I've never come across an intact, like an in-place door before. And this canyon has, what is that, 4, 5? One right here too. You see the ancient corn cob? Right here, ancient corn cob. Yeah, they did a weird little, like a weird style over here. I've never seen it like this, where they did big slabs and then just like mortared them in. Intact door. Another intact, oh my. Oh, I thought that was a door. It's not, it's just part of the wall. But, whoa. Yeah, this area is covered in corn cobs. Back here, the pack rat nest, full of them. One right here. Those are some pretty big corn cobs. Oh, that was a handle? Yeah, that was a handle for pottery. That is one thick piece of pottery too. And there's just tons of corn cobs back here in this pack rat nest. Holy. It almost looks like they would have sealed this back area off. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, corn cobs are just littering the ground. Gotta be careful with where you step over here. Yeah, I think this used to be a granary up top, but I just don't know. Why is it blackened? You know? Like usually when the ceiling's blackened, it means that it was lived in. But I guess it could have come up through that and into here. I don't know. Rubble pile. Oh, yo, I wonder if this... No, it couldn't have. Huh. I don't know. This one kind of has me puzzled. This one kind of has me puzzled a little bit. Yeah, I don't have a flashlight strong enough. So that's just a dark hole. But you see they made use of this little area. Or this big old rock. I don't think they would have stood it up. Maybe they did. I think they had to have. I still can't believe the intact doors. Alright, here's a good question. This was definitely a continuation of a dwelling, a ruin of some kind. Because you can see the mortar right here would have continued to be a wall, right? What were these little shelves for? They're clearly shelves. What, putting pots on them? That's my best guess. What do you guys think? Comment what you think they were putting on those shelves. Because no one truly knows. Alright. One last little granary right here. Store their corn, pine nuts, water, whatever you needed to keep things away from it. Wow. This place is just massive. Yeah, this is a big old complex. If you notice, it's kind of hidden from everything. Like you'd have to be up in here somewhere to really see them. Thought maybe we'd see some rock art. I haven't seen any yet. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna come up here. Trying to do my best to do my due diligence. That's just rock. I thought it was some redware pottery. Alright. Oh, there's a little piece of corrugated. Wow. You can just tell that one was intricate. Put it right back where you found it. I would think that would have been, yeah, right here would have been the doorway. This had to have been for storage. No blackening of the roof, so no fires. Awfully big storage. Had to have been storing a lot. No kiva. I wonder where the kiva would have been. Now this one was a dwelling. All the blackening on the ceiling. I just can't believe, I've never seen them use big slabs like that, like consistently. You'll see a couple maybe, you know, because they had them at the site. They must have just had access to all that stuff really easily. Let's check this pottery out. It's like a redware. You see this was clearly painted. Corrugated? Huh. Yeah, there's a bunch of it. You can see it like eroding out. I'm not gonna go grabbing at those pieces though. Corn cobs. Wow. That's pretty cool. Man, this thing goes on forever. I started all the way back over here, sharing this whole wall. Huh. Let's test a theory. Let's see if I'm intuitive enough. Oh, hey. I think this would have been the kiva. I think it's just pretty run down. All the logs, or at least what's left of them, with there being no logs left anywhere else, would be my dead giveaway for that. And you see like rocks like stacked back there? This would have been the perfect little area for it too. Circle around. Yeah, this has to be the Kiva. Yeah, I thought they'd be grinding slicks on this. Turns out I'm wrong. But I did find the remnants of a Kiva, although it might be pretty hard to tell that that's a Kiva. I don't know if you can pick it up. They're super, super faint, but right here's some handprints. Yeah, a bunch of handprints right there. Super faded though. Wow. Just keeps going. How many people do you guys think lived here? I think it's hard to put a number on it, but it always makes me wonder, especially when seeing a ruin this big. Yeah, you can see back here, there's blackening. Hopefully, yeah, back here there's blackening where the smoke would have leaked out. That's probably how they had it vented. Corn cob, just on the ground. Corn husk. You see it clearly came from corn. That's pretty cool. Super, super faded, but I always try to take a step back and look at things. Sometimes you just need to change your perspective a little bit and then you'll notice something else. I've only come across like one grinding slick here. It's clearly painted on the inside, corrugated. It just makes me wonder, how did all this back here get blackened? Makes me curious if there's like a room back in there. It's really hard to say. Huh. So it looks like a door right there. Probably would have been for this one. But it could have also been for a different one that was right there. It's really hard to tell. What is that line doing? It's like painted on there. Huh. Yeah, this whole area is now taken over by pack rats, but you can tell, like, it's full of corn cobs and pot shards. Yeah, I think this had to have been a door. I'm gonna climb down, go around to this side. Look at that. There are some handprints up here, but they're so faded you can only see fingertips. Wow, another one? This is separate too. I kind of want to go look inside of that one. Let's see if we can safely get up here. Certainly don't love it. I'm not going to risk it for that biscuit today, guys. I'd have to grab on right up here. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk any kind of damage to these ruins. And that's okay. I think maybe I can hold the camera up high enough that we'll be able to see it and the lighting will be alright. Maybe not. You can see this is all mortar left here from another structure that had to have been right here. Probably circled out just a little. I think we made it down to the end of these ones. Holy moly. Alright. I'm going to sit down for a second, get a drink, take a little break, swap batteries in the camera, and then we're going to keep exploring and see what else we can find. If you like the video so far, give me a like. If you really like the video, subscribe. I have a bunch more out there and a bunch more on the way. Can't stop now. This really feels like my calling. It's definitely my biggest passion in life, so I'm going to chase it and see what can happen. Whoa! Yeah, there's two ruins. On top of these, they had towers or something. Huh. That's really cool. Man, this is a rather large canyon. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, and there's stuff right here? Holy moly. This wind isn't that good though. Yeah, so there's ruin here, ruin here. There's ruin down around this boulder. And then I can see at least 3 structures over on the other side of the canyon here. Hopefully you could hear that. But I think I'm gonna see if I can. Ugh. This canyon just looks like it's gonna take me a long time to climb down in and then up and then back and then get back to the truck. I'd have to. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can make it a round trip. Ugh. Yeah, you wouldn't even know that those were structures up there from down here. I sure didn't. Oh, I have a feeling it's not going to let me down from here. Any rock art? I honestly, when I don't find rock art, it makes me wonder if they didn't want anybody to know they were here. Yeah, it would have been a ruin up here. I could see how you could get up with like a little ladder or something. Maybe even just pull yourself up. But yeah. The structure's right over here. But I doubt this ledge lets me down. can see the structure is right over there. It just takes so long to find your way down, zigzagging around. Yeah, yeah, see, this isn't gonna let me down. But you can see the structure is right there. Huh. All right. Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's a hole. Oh, that's hollow. And look, if that goes, you're done. That's scary. Alright guys, the video's getting pretty long. I think I'm gonna post it in 2 parts. So if you like the video, leave me a like. I'd very much appreciate that. Really like my content, subscribe. I have a bunch of videos already up and a bunch more on the way. But thanks for coming along with me guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time.